Watch this. Terminator 2 was probably the greatest sequel of all time.
Apologize. I rock with you, bro. Your content is dope. I love the Gen X, the Xenio thing, but Terminator 2, greater than Empire Strikes Back as a sequel? Bro, apologize.
So you want an apology? All right. I'm sorry you didn't understand the assignment. See, I love the fact that you love my content, but your first problem was coming at me without receipts. Because like Kobe said,
Man, that's what I do.
the second problem is that you picked a movie that isn't a sequel. Star Wars Episode 5 is no longer a sequel. It hasn't been a sequel for many years. Like I've shown in other videos, they are on a 9-part saga at this point, with about 22 side quests. Just because part 4, 5, and 6 came out first does not mean that it is still a trilogy. Because all of these stories are connected, Star Wars are not 3 separate trilogies. They are all together a saga. Now, my reasoning for calling Terminator 2 the greatest sequel of all time is because it was actually better than the original. See, in the original Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger was still working on his English, which means they had to limit it how much he talked. We got little short iconic phrases like,
"I'll be back."
Arnold Schwarzenegger, for the majority of the 80s, really only got movie roles because he was what we call a man's man.
Now you're a man! Man.
But in Terminator 2, his acting had got a lot better. We were able to understand the story because he was playing a robot that was also artificial intelligence, and it worked so much better. Now, you did name off a couple of sequels that you considered better, but the problem is none of those sequels were better than their original story, which is what my point is. Which is the reason why Terminator 2 is the greatest sequel of all time. Terminator technically is considered a saga because they've made many movies past that. The problem for you is that Terminator 2 is still the second sequel in the entire saga. The Empire Strikes Back isn't even the best movie in the saga. That would definitely go to The Return of the Jedi. So I thank you for your participation, but always remember, when you come at me, you better come with receipts. Hey, Forrest, close that out for me.
That's all I have to say about that.
Let me see you.